Okay, Physics 30s, two more questions we're going to try out on the Compton effect. Page 105 of the workbook. Let's try question number 8 first. So it says, how fast must a proton be traveling to have the same momentum as a 7 kilo electron volt photon? Okay, well, we want to have the same momentum. So let's figure out the momentum of the photon. So our equation here would be E equals P times C. So P equals E over C. Now we're given 700 E3 electron volts, and so I want to convert this to joules. So we're going to multiply by 1.6 E negative 19 joules for every electron volt, and then divide that by 3 E8 meters per second. Okay, I get 3.73 repeat E negative 22 kilogram meters per second or Newton seconds. Either one's fine for a unit. All right, now I want to go ahead and go back and figure out the speed of this proton. So now the speed, the proton, notice that proton and photon are very different. A proton is a charged particle, positively charged particle, subatomic particle, and a photon is a quantum of light. So we've got P equals M times V, and so V is equal to P over M. 3.73 repeat E negative 22. Divide that by 1.67 E negative 27. And let's get our answer. 2.24. Looking at 3 sig digs, are we not? Yep. E35 meters per second. All right, let's take a look at question number 9. Okay, when an X-ray photon deflected off an electron, its wavelength increased by 1.70 picometers. Determine the X-ray photon's angle of deflection with respect to its initial direction. Okay, so its wavelength increased. So the wavelength increasing means that we have the change in wavelength given. Okay? Now notice it says here it deflects off an electron again, so H over mc. So the mass of the electron is what we're going to be using here. 1 minus cosine theta. So what we want to do in this question is we want to figure out what theta is. Okay? And so I can solve this for theta, or I can put in all my numbers and just do a little number crunch. And let's try that for a change. Okay? So 1.70 e negative 12 is equal to 6.63 e negative 34 over 9.11 e negative 31 times 3 e8, and then 1 minus cosine theta. All right, let's calculate the right-hand side there. 6.63 exponent negative 34 over 9.11 exponent negative 31 and 3 exponent 8. Okay, so now I have 1.70 e negative 12 here and 2.4259056 e negative 12 over here, 1 minus cosine theta. I'll divide both sides by this value here. Okay, so I'm going to take 1.7 exponent negative 12 and divide it by that here. 0.700076923 and so on is equal to 1 minus cos theta. Okay, now I'm essentially just going to isolate cos theta. So this will be added to both sides. This will be subtracted from both sides. So cos theta is equal to theta. 1, subtract that number. 0.299230 and so on. And theta equals our cos .2992307. Just, wow, it's way on the bottom there. Pop that up here. And the angle. I get 72.6 degrees. Okay, if you want to try some of those other questions on there, that's great. Some of them can be very difficult. Like question 11 is pretty challenging, question 6 as well. If you want me to help you with those two, please let me know, or any of the other ones. Thank you very much for being with me today, okay?